Welcome everybody to the channel. It's my first time doing a video on a game other than 2K and Madden, and it's been mostly 2K on the channel for some time now. But today I want to try and do something a little bit different. So usually I do series where I am the manager or coach of a team, or the owner of a team, and I try and rebuild those teams and just watch the team play. But today I'm going to do Road to the Show on MLB The Show 22. If you don't know, in Road to the Show, you create your own player and you play as them, and you play throughout your entire career from being drafted up until you retire if you play that long. And I have not done a series like this on the channel, as I've said. So here we go. And who are we going to be? Well, I can tell you first off, we're going to be a pitcher. As for the archetype, I don't really know. We got velocity, we've got break, we've got control, and Nuxie. I think that I would probably want to do control. Let's do control. I've done a velocity one in my own time, and it was fun, but I want to try one where you have control. So not as much velocity or break as those archetypes, but we will have a really better and just really good overall control of each pitch. So let's try this. And as for position, we're going to be a closing pitcher because this allows us to get through seasons faster, which means that we can get through potentially a whole career if we play that long. But either way, we're going to get much further in this series than we would if we chose a batter or a starting pitcher. So let's do this. We'll also be put in some really high intensity situations across pretty much every game. So a lot more variety in terms of what could happen. You save a game, or you blow your save and allow a game-winning home run or a walk-off or something. I think that is a great idea. So as we start, these are the 3 starting pitches. We're going to stick with 3 because most closers don't have more than 2 or 3 pitches, so we're going to stick with 3. And right now we have the 4-seam fastball, the changeup, and the curveball, the typical 3 that most pitchers do have. And I might change 1 or 2 of these before we actually play a game. So who are we? Well, first I'm going to randomize the appearance of the pitcher until I like what I see. Then after that, I will choose a name, and I will reveal both once I have those set in stone. But pitchers usually are fairly tall, so we're going to try and find a guy in the 6'3" to 6'6" range, or somewhere around there, and then we will choose a name. He's here, and he's beautiful. Meet Scooter O'Keefe, the next great closing pitcher. So how does Scooter throw? Well, he throws right-handed, and his stance is the catfish hunter pitching style. As for the archetypes, we have 2 options here: Filthy Painter or Cheesy Painter. Filthy Painter gives us more control, home run per 9, walk per 9, break, and K per 9, while Cheesy Painter gives us more control, home run per 9, walk per 9, velocity, and hit per 9. Well, I want to strike people out, and I want to get some good break on our ball, so we're going to stick with Filthy Painter. As for the other 2 options on here, I'm going to delete all of the perks I already have and just go back to what you start with when you first play this game mode, because I have way too many from just playing on my own time. So I'm going to go sell those and also all of the equipment, and we'll go from there. And no, we are not a Tiger. That's just my favorite team, so it's showing him wearing that. Okay, I have just sold every perk and every piece of equipment that I earned from my other personal Road to the Show characters, which means we only have the default stuff left. So let's choose our 2 perks to add on to our archetype. These are the options: Break 1, Contact 1, and Control 1, and then also Velocity 1, and some stuff for hitting and for fielding and stuff. But for pitching, it's just Break 1, Control 1, and Velocity 1. This gives us +2 in velocity and hit per 9, and break 1 gives us +2 in break, +1 in K per 9, and +1 stamina, but -2 home run per 9. In control, we actually do lose 1 hit per 9, and for velocity, we only gain stuff. I think I would like to get velocity 1 because I don't want to be losing any traits or attributes right now. Later on, we're going to have to choose and kind of weigh some things out, but I'll choose velocity 1 here. And for the other one, we're going to have to lose something here. Fielding is not important for us, I don't think. I would rather probably do break 1 because we are a control archetype. If we do break 1, we get some stuff that we wouldn't otherwise get. So let's do break 1. We do lose 2 hit or 2 home run per 9 rather, but that's not a big deal right now. That being said, let's change up our pitches real quick. Let's just take a look at all the options that we have. So we have the 4-seam fastball, 2-seam fastball, running fastball, cutter. So these are the 4 fastball options: the 4-seam fastball, 2-seam, running, and cutter. The trail behind the ball sort of tells you what kind of pitch that is. Meanwhile, our curveball options are the slider, the slurve, the 12-6 curve, the knuckle curve, and the sweeping curve, and then the obviously curveball. And then now we have other off-speed stuff, which is usually quicker than the usual curveball, but it does have more break to these. So we have the splitter, forkball, and screwball. The sinker is down here. It's another one of those fast ball pitches. There's the changeup, circle change, palm ball, Vulcan change, and knuckleball, which we can't actually use because we didn't choose Knucksy as our archetype. So we have to choose between, I want to do at least 1 fastball, of course, and then probably 1 curveball and 1 sort of changeup kind of a pitch. So let's find out what we want to do here. For the fastball, let's do a cutter. So let's get a bit goofy here, and I want to get some kind of unique pitches to us. The circle change is a relatively uncommon pitch, but it's still used by plenty of pitchers in today's game. Let's use this as our changeup type pitch. So for our third and final pitch, let's do a slider to go to the opposite side of where the circle change would usually go. And that wraps up our 3 pitches: the cutter, the circle change, and the slider. We're a 58 overall closing pitcher. Let's go see who takes us in the draft. Let's start the road to the show with Scooter O'Keefe. We're talking to our former coach. Have you been talking to any particular team, Scooter? So for this, I'm going to say I just want to play ball for the club that wants me the most, because these options can kind of sway what kind of team or what specific team you want to go to. I will go to whatever team wants me, just some random team. I don't care. Not trying to go to any certain team. Let's just choose the top option here. No favorite. No, sir. There's no favorites for us. Whoever takes us, takes us. Let's see what happens.
Carlos, you lived that in your baseball career. What's this world like?
Oh, it's extremely exciting. You know that if you perform, you will get the call.
We've got a developing story here. JP, what are you hearing?
I'm checking the numbers, I'm talking to my sources, my scouts, and they're all telling me, hey, this could actually work.
Most of us mere mortals, when we were that age, we were barely chewing gum and walking at the same time, let alone playing the hardest game there is.
Let's see if he's pumping up mentally here to adapt. That's what good players do.
That dream of getting the big leagues is now becoming reality with that one phone call.
Scooter O'Keefe is an angel! And boy, do they need Scooter's help.
What? Are you kidding me? This is who we are drafting? You must be crazy. He is a career minor leaguer. He's not a major league player. We wasted a draft pick.
You're not
Well,
even
I wanted
an
that
Angels fan,
here.
Chris.
This is why we don't win.
Leave me alone.
This is a terrible, terrible pick. Oh, my goodness gracious. Come on, fellas. Do your work. Do some research. Awful, awful selection. I hate this pick.
And here we are in the clubhouse of the Rocket City Trash Pandas, the AA affiliate of the Los Angeles Angels. Our career is about to officially begin. Okay, so our settings for this series are dynamic difficulty, which means that it's going to kind of fluctuate based on how we are playing. I think it starts right around Hall of Fame or something, which I've played on Legend before in this exact game, so we're probably gonna get up there eventually, but not at first. And then we're gonna use the pulse pitching interface because I want it to be timing based but also still rely on the player ratings, because that's a big part of my series is player rating based, but because it's me controlling him, it's got to be on me as well, so both of those will go hand in hand. Then we have pitch feedback on, pitching view pitcher, and then all of this is pretty basic stuff. So here are the lineups for the entire franchise. Of course, you have Mike Trout and Shohei Ohtani plus Rendon, Raisel Iglesias, Syndergaard, Jared Walsh, David Fletcher. That's the top roster up in the show. A couple of AAA players up here. But down here we have the AA players. The top guy right now is Gustavo Campero. We got Michael Cruz, Luis Rengifo, Jeremy Orocho, Jansen Junk, love that name, Edgar Cuero, and some more guys. We are pretty low on the roster in terms of the overall, but a couple guys down in single A are higher than us too. So there's your roster, and we'll get more familiar with our teammates as we go along here. So let's get started.
We're talking about one of my favorite picks in this year's MLB amateur draft, and I'm joined by mental performance coach Kellen Lee. Kellen, what have you heard about this particular prospect?
You know, when you sent over the list of people we're going to talk about, I had to do some extra research on this one. This is a guy that I, flew under the radar, and I really wasn't as familiar with. But after doing a little bit more research, talked to some coaches, talked to the people that know him personally, it sounds like he's got some really strong intangibles. Sounds like he was a great teammate as an amateur player. And I would imagine that the organization perhaps did their homework a little bit and found out a little bit about him that other teams didn't, because it sounds like he brings a lot to the table on the mental side of the game.
And as Yogi Berra famously said, baseball is 90% mental, the other half is physical. Now, math on that aside, Kellen, how much has baseball emphasized mental toughness, mental development in recent years?
Yeah, there's been a huge shift in a lot of the organizations and players are turning to the mental side of the game to be just a regular part of player development, all the way from the minor leagues all the way up to the major leagues. Some of those mental performance skills include building confidence, establishing routines, setting really effective goals, maintaining motivation, visualization. The sky's the limit. But really what we know is that a really solid mental game allows these players to tap into their physical game more consistently.
The debut of Scooter comes in the bottom of the 11th of our second game of the season. Extra innings as Rocket City leads by 3, 4-1, and we have to close out Birmingham. So here we go. Cespedes at bat, man on second. We're starting on Legend difficulty, actually, so it's a pretty tough way to start. We lead by 3, and Scooter is on the mound. We're going to start with a cutter. Down and away. A little bit early there. It's below the zone. And that one's foul. 2-1 count. Slider away. He got a piece of that one, but it's thrown out to first. It's 1 out. Alex Destino at the plate. Let's go low and inside here. Let's go upstairs now with the cutter. And he went around. Yes, sir. 0-2 count. We're going to go off speed for a strike. We got him! Our first strikeout of the career of Scooter O'Keefe.
Now batting, third base.
Cleanup batter. Laz Rivera 0 for 4 on the day. Let's go away from him to start. Upper left corner, a bit early there. We mistimed it. He got a huge piece of that, but it's gone foul, and that is the game ender. A save in the first game of his career for Scooter O'Keefe here in Double-A. And Rocket City is 1-1 on the season. So we just earned a bronze perk pack. I have plenty of other packs that I have not opened, but I'm just going to leave those there to not screw anything up. So let's open this pack right now and see what we get. We've got Control 2, Lucky 7, and Break 1, which we already have. So let's quick sell this one. We got Lucky 7 and Control 2. Let's try and apply this one somewhere. So Lucky 7 says the 7th pitch of an at-bat is guaranteed to be a strike. Not sure if I want to use that. I would rather perhaps use Control 2, which you get +2 control, +1 arm, and +1 home run per 9. Actually, I kind of like our velocity card right now, so let's not change anything up. Pitching coach Dwayne Aiken says Scooter getting in the right bullpen will work between appearances will be essential to what kind of pitcher you become. Yeah, coach, I know. And for our training stuff, I'm not going to do any of the mini games or whatnot. I'm just going to sim that kind of stuff, but I kind of want to get a higher K per 9.
In the professional ranks, players have to develop not just on the field, but in the weight room as well. Minor league manager Rachel Balkovec joins me. Rachel, how important is it for players to make that progress in their off-the-field training and conditioning?
It is absolutely crucial. And I think that more and more, when I first got in the game in 2012, it was relatively new. But now we're talking about if you're not doing it, you're behind. So it's hard to believe, but every single player is lifting 2 times a week in season at least. And that's through playing, 6-7 days a week. They're still lifting before the games, which I don't think a lot of people understand.
True.
How consistent they are and how much that helps them to keep their energy levels up throughout the season.
In our second game, we lead by 1. Top of the 9th is when Scooter steps in to try and wrap this game up and wrap up our second save of our career in just 2 games. Luis Aviles Jr. at the plate, 3 for 4. He's hitting pretty well to start this year. He's probably a pretty good hitter based off of that kind of stuff, and I recognize his name from somewhere. Not a huge baseball watcher myself, but let's try and go low and in here. See if we can get a ground out or something. And he hits that one foul. Cutter inside. How do we do here? Good timing. And he just watches that one fly past. Circle change, going to try and catch the edge of the plate here. But I mistimed it. That's not good. Oh my God, that was a meatball. 1-2 count. I throw this one away from the plate. And he swings! We got him! Pensacola, 2 outs from a loss. We got Burdick at the plate. Let's go with the cutter upstairs to start us off.
Hey, we got one.
Aim for a pop out or fly out here. But it's a line out instead. 2 outs. Will Banfield, the cleanup hitter, steps up. He struck out last time at the plate. Give him a ball to try and hit here. Looking for a swing and a miss. But it's a base hit, the first given up in Scooter's career. Lorenzo Quintana steps up. Let's go with a slider here away and leave that one right there where it was. And he gets a piece of that one, but it's right to the right fielder. This game is over. The second save for Scooter O'Keefe. In Game 3, we stay in Pensacola, and Scooter takes the mound. But what is the current situation? I have no idea. Rocket City up by 2, top of the 9th, trying to close this game out once again. Quintana up to bat. The cutter away, good timing. And it just misses. Gonna go for a similar spot here. Another good timing pitch. And once again, just missing. Alright, gonna go with the slider inside. Surely this works. No, it's a base hit. Bad idea. And on first, no outs. Corey Bird up to bat. Gonna try and shoot for a ground out here. For a potential double play ball. That one's foul. We're going to try and break the bat. Slightly inside, but he sits on it. Cutter low once again. And that's another base hit. It just got down. Guys on second and first now. We put ourselves into a pickle, but Bryson Brigman up to bat. No outs, 2 guys on base.
Hey, come on now. Here we go.
That one's foul. The circle change just gets past the third baseman. How do you allow that? That's got to be a double play right there. Just got right under his glove. That was way inside, too. Dynamic challenge. Let's do without allowing... No, let's do allowing a run and getting a strikeout on the third out. Get pitching clutch and K per 9. Bases loaded, no outs. O'Keefe in trouble. And that is a nice flip. Only 1 out, and they also score. Our first run allowed. Got the runner at second, but guys at the corners now. Hostetler at the plate. Let's go away from him to start off this at bat. Circle change on a 2-0 count. That is going to be a double play ball. The game is over. We get the save after a bases loaded, no out situation. So through 9 games, Rocket City is 5-4. We have 3 saves and a 3.0 ERA. Let's play one more series here against Tennessee and wrap things up there. For the training, we could do home run per 9, velocity and K per 9 on the slider. Let's do this one. The bench coach, Jason Compton, says when time allows, Scooter, many players will work to improve themselves in the training facility or on the practice field. Maybe I'll check it out. I won't.
For so many
but, you know, maybe.
And they have areas of their game that need significant work, whether it's contact, as you noted, or fielding. There's always something that can be tweaked and improved. What was the day that you realized, oh, there's something that I want to add, something that I need to really develop?
Well, you want to develop everything. I'll give you my draft day. I got drafted, and then I flew to Atlanta, and I actually went out and worked with a Hall of Fame first baseman who used to be an outfielder for a couple hours, Willie Stargell, and I don't know. And from that footwork, it carried me through my career. And most people know him as a first baseman, but he played outfield before that, so it was just 2 hours of, I could say, torture, but 22 years of greatness.
Post-draft workout with Pops, hard to beat that.
Our fourth appearance, bottom of the ninth. Rocket City up by 3, trying to close this game out and avoid a blown save, of course. Scooter takes the mound as left-handed batters have had a field day against us so far through 3 innings. But nobody on base. Start of the bottom of the ninth. Trent Giambroni comes up to bat. And a make-or-break challenge. Let's do no runs, no hits allowed. Oh my God, he is short. The slider comes in, and he gets a piece of that. That might be... No, it's a fly out. Thought it was going to be a double or something at first, but it's right to the right fielder. The Smokies have 2 outs left as Owen Casey takes the plate. Good start to the year for him. Let's try and go inside here. And that one's left over the middle, but it's a line out to the third baseman. Good awareness there. Good reaction time. 2 pitches, 2 outs for Scooter here against the Smokies. First pitch to Castillo. Cutter upstairs. He looks at that one. We flip the script and go below the knees, but that one is also looked at. 2-0 count. This pitch, let's put this one right about here. Let's try and get a swing at this one. And another one that's left a bit over the plate, but once again the right fielder is there. And this game is over. The 4th save for Scooter in 4 games.
Now pitching for Rocket City.
Scooter makes his 5th appearance here in the same series against Tennessee. And it's currently a tie ball game, bottom of the 9th. Nobody on base. Not a lot of offense here. We're going to try and keep that going, at least here in this inning. Owen Casey at the plate. Let's try and go upstairs here. Casey just watches that one go past. And he hits that one, but it's right to our left fielder as he makes the grab. 1 out. Nwogu at the plate. Let's go with a slider low. His first pitch is a ball. The cutter is outside. 2-0 count once again. It's time to attack him. The challenge pitch. It's not what I thought it was going to be. That one drops out of play. And the circle change inside. Catches the zone. Count back to 2-2. And 3-2 count. We're going for a strikeout here. The circle change is fouled off. The slider aiming for the low and away corner is hit up the middle for a base hit. Castillo at the plate. Don't want to start off with a ball here. Gonna leave this cutter in the zone perhaps. And that one's grounded out. Double play ball, but he's thrown off the bag at second. And we get no outs on the play. Where's the error, huh? All right, challenge, make or break. Let's do Let's do no contact by the batter. Levi Jordan up to hit. The leadoff man. The game should be over, but it's not. How do you not call it a strike? Come on, Blue. We're going same spot. But this time it's too low. No favors for us so far. That one's in there for a strike. The circle change does not find the zone. 3-1 count. 2 guys on base. Going to try and just feed him a pitch here to swing at. That one is called a strike. And he thought it was a walk. Full count going for a swing and a miss here. And he just watches that one go. Base is loaded. 1 out. Donahue can win this game for the Smokies. And I'm going to be aggressive here. We go for the double play. And it's ripped up the middle. That's going to score at least 1 run. And that's good enough. The Smokies walk us off. That's the first blown save in the career of Scooter O'Keefe. A lesson learned right here. Just a good swing of the bat. Well, at least that only counts as 1 run, because that would have been 2 for sure if that was not bottom of the 9th in a tie ball game. So I guess there's some kind of saving grace, but we have to wrap up here, folks. I've been recording for quite some time, getting things all set up, so we're going to call it here for episode 1. Kind of a sour note to end off on, but there is much more to come for Scooter O'Keefe. And he may not show it so far, but he is the next great closing pitcher. Thanks, guys, for watching. Please like and subscribe, and comment down below your thoughts on the series, any changes you guys want to see to the series, or any things you want to see done in the future episodes. And until episode 2, thanks for watching, and I hope you guys can stick around for more. See you next time.